Hello, fellow cine enthusiasts. My name is Christina, and welcome to a Let's Get Reels. This is actually a review. This is more of a fangirl rambling, would you say? I am back with this psychopath.
Hi.
Say who you are.
I'm Kimmy.
Yeah! If you watched my video from last night for Classic Movie Thursdays, where we just totally went off on a tangent about Hitchcock's Notorious, or who did...
Really just, Cary Grant.
Yeah, pretty much. It was supposed to be about
How
Ingrid
could you
Bergman.
not?
This is not about Cary Grant. This is about Ingrid Bergman, whose 100th birthday is today. Unfortunately, Ingrid Bergman died in 1984, I believe, on her birthday. She died on her birthday, yeah. Ingrid Bergman is one of my all-time favorite actresses, and I really just wanted to pay tribute to her. I really enjoy all of her movies, and she's one of the reasons that I got really hardcore into classic movies. I believe one of my first Ingrid Bergman movies was Notorious. I think that was my first movie.
I don't remember my first... Casablanca.
Yeah, I think that's
that was definitely
usually
my
everybody's.
First
yeah,
Ingrid Bergman movie. I don't know, but after that.
Yeah, I think did I show you Casablanca?
No, my aunt is a big old movie
fanatic. Right. Yeah.
And that's why I love Cary.
The first Ingrid Bergman movie was Notorious. At the time I bought the DVD, I was working at Best Buy, and I got it because my great-grandma was massively obsessed with Cary Grant. And she had always told me that, Notorious is a great movie, you have to get it. So I got DVDs discounted, and I just went, and it was like at a time where a lot of these classic movies were being re-released on DVD. Yeah. So I remember the day I bought them, I got Notorious, and I think I got Spellbound because I was really liking Ingrid Bergman. Yeah. From that moment on, from those movies, I was really a fan of hers, and I just wanted every single movie I could get my hand on. And I think the next batch of Ingrid Bergman movies that I bought, Casablanca was in there. And Casablanca, I mean, there's no denying that is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah. The first time I watched it, I hated it, and then I don't know why. I just didn't like it. And then I think I watched it with you.
Okay.
And that was when I'm like, all right, this movie's really good.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
I don't know how anybody could hate that movie.
I don't know why. I just did.
I think it is an excellent movie all around. Michael Curtiz, excellently directed it. He captured Ingrid Bergman's emotions very well, because we all know that Humphrey Bogart, the man never showed emotion.
Yeah, he was, stone.
Yeah, he's so unconvincing as, a woman could really love in movies. Ingrid Bergman was just absolutely perfection in that. So many scenes in that movie where she has to cry.
Yeah.
And you genuinely want to give her a hug in that movie. Another thing that's great about Casablanca is that Ingrid Bergman had been signed to RKO, and she was part of a deal where David Selznick, who was running RKO, pretty much traded with Warner Brothers for someone, I totally forget who, but Warner Brothers got Ingrid Bergman. And that is the movie, never mind her RKO movies, Casablanca for Warner Brothers is the movie that she's most well known for.
I would say so.
And she said that's not even her favorite. I think she said her favorite movie that she ever made was For Whom the Bell Tolls. It is a very good movie, and it actually saved scenes in Casablanca from being cut out, because she had to cut her hair. And her hair was, way too short. They were going to put a wig on her, but it wouldn't have looked right. Yeah. So it saved a lot of, the absolute most classic scenes in Casablanca.
Okay.
Her cutting her hair and For Whom the Bell Tolls. Yeah. Yeah. So...
Yeah, it would not have been the same.
No, it would not have at all. And I think that was Paramount. So I think, again, she got, handed off. She said she would have cut off her left hand to play Maria in For Whom the Bell Tolls. I have seen For Whom the Bell Tolls, I think, once or twice, and, I mean, it's in color, and Ingrid Bergman in color, those blue eyes are,
Get it.
They're, totally killer. You can't pass those two up at all. No. That was okay. That was a decent movie. It's about the Spanish Civil War, for those of you who are not familiar, and it was an Ernest Hemingway story, so we're going to stay away from that. His stories are crazy. What are some of your favorite ones that I have most likely shown you?
Indiscreet. I'll give you one reason.
I
love Indiscreet, but we're not going to talk about that. The Murder on the Orient Express, even though she isn't really in it that much, her one monologue is just ridiculously good. and she won the Oscar. You told me that.
Ingrid Bergman won the Academy Award for Supporting Actress for Murder on the Orient Express, and she barely had any lines in it, but she was just so good.
She was in the one little big scene that she had, her one monologue where she just goes on. Was amazing.
I loved her from like the start, from like when she first comes on, because she's like such a little skittish, like Swedish woman, like religious Swedish woman, cute. And she's like very timid. So it's like this big woman who's like this little timid thing in it.
Yeah,
and she is my absolute favorite part of that entire movie. It's so great. I mean, the whole movie is fantastic. You have really such a great cast, but Ingrid Bergman is the one who really stands out in that movie, and I think when she won the Oscar for that, she was actually like, can I give this to somebody else?
Like someone more deserving, because I was only in the movie for like 5 seconds.
And nobody else deserved that Oscar, because she was just so fantastic. She was just like that good. Everything about her. And it's so funny because like I think at that time she was still away for a long time. If you know anything about her, she got kind of like kicked out of America because we're just so high and mighty and totally moral and like just so perfect. Those of you who don't know, she went to Italy to make a few films and cheated on her husband and was slut shamed pretty much on the floor of the Senate. Go America. Very nice of us. Now,
we forgive her.
Nowadays, it's like, oh, Ben Affleck was sleep limit the nanny. Big deal. America has other bigger problems.
There are worse things.
There are worse things. I think since she had been away for so long, she hadn't really been speaking English very much. Fun fact, she was with Roberto Rossellini, that's who she cheated on her husband with, and they did not have a common language besides French. So they spoke French with each other. Not Italian, not English, definitely not Swedish, but French. That was the only way they could communicate really with each other, and they were married to each other. So by the time she made Murder on the Orient Express, I think it had been a very long time since she had spoken English a lot, besides, from when she was making her movies in America. And her accent is just so thick. I think she put it on. A lot of it was like a put on too. But I've noticed that in like her later movies, her Swedish accent is very, very strong. And just hearing her talk.
I love listening to her talk. She could just like, if they had audiobooks back then, I would read, or I would listen to whatever book she read. Because...
And then another one of my favorite Ingrid Bergman movies is Spellbound, another Alfred Hitchcock movie with Gregory Peck. Gregory Peck is a beautiful human being, but I honestly think that like Ingrid Bergman made him look hotter.
I could see that,
I could see that. I think they kind of made each other look a little more handsome, a little more pretty. That movie is like, for another time we'll fully review it, but that movie is like fantastic. I think it's an underrated Hitchcock movie and an underrated Ingrid Bergman performance, because again, there were some scenes in that movie that if it was any lesser actress in it would have like severely overplayed some of the scenes. And would have been a little too overdramatic. And Ingrid Bergman is just like, take it down a notch. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna play this straight. Great movie. Well, Kimmy is not cool enough to have been shown, which is my fault, her Ingrid Bergman Swedish films. They came in a pack. Santa got it for me one Christmas. And let me tell you, one of my all-time favorite movies is her version of A Woman's Face. And like Kimmy, who does not know, most of you may not know that it was remade, I believe, in the 40s with Joan Crawford. Ingrid Bergman was like incredible. She was younger. This was before she came to America. The talent, she was maybe like in her early 20s when she made A Woman's Face. But you will never find that talent on a 25-year-old today.
No,
absolutely
definitely
not. She's never even seen it. And
I could tell you right now, that's the absolute truth.
Like, you can't, it'll never be seen again. You will never see that immense talent. You mentioned Anastasia. I've only seen that movie once. But again, it's very memorable because of Ingrid Bergman. She's like so regal in that movie. Anastasia was her first movie, I guess you can say, back from her exile from Hollywood and America. And she won an Academy Award for that as well. The woman is just like...
well deserved everything.
I think 4 Academy Awards she won, and she's the actress... oh, unless that's Katharine Hepburn. But she has a lot of Academy Awards.
Yeah.
She's won a lot. I think her and Katharine Hepburn might be tied. Fact check it. Leave a comment down below. Besides the movies that we have discussed, I have seen a lot more of Ingrid Bergman's movies. Into the Sixth Happiness, Goodbye Again, Intermezzo, which was her first movie in America in 1939 with Leslie Howard. If you ever want to see somebody who is like the epitome of gorgeous, glamorous, classic Hollywood, it is Ingrid Bergman in that movie with Leslie Howard. Just beautiful, like fangirling thinking about her in that role. Any movie you watch with Ingrid Bergman is just going to be fantastic.
Yeah, you're going to love every second that she's on screen.
You really cannot go wrong. Some of her later movies are okay. She was definitely more an actress of the 30s, 40s, and 50s, but her talent just never faded.
No.
It never faded. It was just always there. She was a consummate professional. You can tell that she just loved acting, whatever role she had.
Yeah.
And she died a few weeks after completing a TV movie. I mean, she was just that dedicated. The woman was like...
worked till the day she died.
Yeah, literally. The woman was dying of cancer. She, like, her arm was in terrible shape, and she did it. She pulled it off. She couldn't sleep anymore, and she did it. She was the professional. And in a few weeks, I think maybe before or after the premiere of this TV movie, she passed away. Yeah. So, I mean, like, she just made everything. She just did what she did. And her daughter, Isabella Rossellini, who is also an actress, and, I mean... there's no mistaking that woman is her daughter whatsoever. They sound alike. Yeah, they sound alike. The noses are the same. The gene pool is strong in that woman. Yes. Yeah. She said that her mother would not have known what to do with herself. Acting was her entire life. That's just what she was dedicated to. So this has been mine and Kimmy's ramblings on Ingrid Bergman.
Happy birthday, Ingrid Bergman.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy 100th birthday, Ingrid Bergman. And I look forward to seeing a lot more of her films because there's a lot that I still haven't seen, surprisingly.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the Swedish ones. Yeah,
and the
ones I haven't seen yet.
And the Rossellini ones. I have all the Rossellini ones, too, which those are great movies as well. I forgot to mention those. Stunning. Criterion did it, and they look great. So thank you for watching this video. Our fangirling craziness. If you like this at all in any way, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Tell us your fangirl or fanboy ramblings of Ingrid Bergman. And we will discuss her and we will fangirl together some more. If you'd like to see more Let's Get Real's movie reviews or more ramblings, hit the subscribe button on the side and... you'll get more of my face and maybe more of this psychopath over here.
I'll come back. As always, keep watching movies and please just stay fabulous.